Hey guys, ooh, my hair, start again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my foundation skincare routine. I'm only doing the foundation part of my routine, but I'm also going to tell you about the skincare products that I use to keep this skin flawless. And I really want to show you how to apply your foundation without having that cakey, crummy look, and how to keep, those with more oily skin like me. I have dry to oily skin, so for me, applying my foundation requires, there's the word, different needs. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope I show you how to keep that no sweat from pouring out and removing your makeup, and how to apply a smooth foundation base to your face. I will be doing a contour and highlighting video next, so make sure you learn how to do this base so you're prepared for my next video. So let's get into it. Hey guys, so as you know already, we are doing a video about my foundation skincare routine and how to keep my oily skin, basically my T-zone and my chin is the only oily part of my face, how to keep it dry and keep my makeup from removing itself, and how to keep it from being all cakey all over. So let's get into it. So, sorry you hear my husband shaving in the back because I'm right by the bathroom. Apologies. So for my face, I mix Matte Prep and Prime primer, and I mix it with Temp 2 2-in-1 face primer. Now I'm going to go over my skin routine after. So I apply my primer all over my face except for my nose, and I only put a little bit on my chin because I don't want it to over oil itself up, because I don't want it to become removed later. So applying my, now that I've applied my face primer to all over my face except for my nose and only a little bit on my chin where I usually sweat, so all this part is really dry, I'm going to take my eyeshadow primer. I recommend the 24-Hour Insurance or the MAC Paint Pot because you need a really good holding on eye primer to kind of prime your nose, to kind of create like a layer over it to kind of keep it really dry. Get those corners, get the whole nose. I really like those two primers for my nose area to keep it really dry. Yes, it's gonna look all white and weird, but with MAC Paint Pot you can get one more close to your skin tone. After you do this, you take a beauty blender and kind of blend it in. Not too hard, just nice and softly blend it in. This is perfect for everyone to do during the summertime, because I know depending on where you live it can get really hot. So having this little trick that I learned years ago watching YouTube keeps your makeup intact and really nice. Just go ahead and bring it all the way out, and then there you go. Next, I'm going to take a really dry based concealer. I'm using MAC Studio Fix to kind of lightly, with my beauty blender again, take it and pat lightly over my nose, just to kind of conceal what I've done. Get those corners, because if you have redness and sweat that gangs up in those corners, that causes your makeup to kind of lift. It's gonna help sit it. Now, if you're the type to be bucking in church and getting all shouting and stuff, this is for you. So by the time you're done sweating, your makeup is like perfect. It's really nice. I love it. Now you can see it's all nicely patted down. I'm going to check in a mirror. There you go. This is what it's going to look like. It's gonna get better, don't worry. Let's move on to foundation. Using a liquid foundation is actually really smart for this because it kind of helps keep it really nice and runny. So I'm going to be using my Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in number 338. I'm going to put a little bit on my hand like this and use my beauty blender to spread it out. Put this down for a second. Before I start that, it's always nice to have a primer spray to kind of add some moistness to your face, because you don't want any dry spots that get caused by you overwashing your face, and only using dry products. We'll talk about that later, like I said. So let's spray it real good. Don't be shy. It's okay. It's still going to give you the same effect. Now I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and nicely pat. You don't want to rub because you want to keep everything on top of your skin to kind of not allow it to be cakey and gross by the time you're done. So just pat, take your time, make sure you give yourself enough time to fully complete this routine. Now, you can use a brush, a foundation brush to apply. Just make sure you're keeping this movement going the whole time. You're stifling it on, not rubbing, because it's just lifting product off your face and it's not applying it evenly over your face, if you understand what I'm saying. So I've applied foundation over my face, through my neck, you know, usual foundation application, get everything the same color. I don't want my skin looking all. Now with the rest of the foundation I have left on the beauty blender, I'm going to apply it to my nose. Take it up towards my forehead. Now, don't apply it too heavy. You can always go back with concealer if you have really red skin, acne, rosacea, eczema. You can always cover it up with concealer. Just make sure your foundation, your base is nice and light and even. That is really important. Okay, so I go through and even out all these little pieces up here, okay. So that's pretty much how to do a non-cakey covering up the nose so it doesn't look all spotty and weird and removed pretty much from the hot sun, especially if you sweat and you have really oily skin. This is a nice trick. For my skin, I use the 18-in-1 Hemp Lavender Bastille soap. I use a cup of coffee from LUSH to exfoliate my face. I mix those two together and I use kind of that hard glove that you can buy at any drugstore, and I rub it throughout my face. This is my nighttime routine. Just because I know I have dry to oily skin, I have to really have a good skincare routine. I didn't always take care of my skin, and I really don't have that bad of skin, thank you Jesus, but it doesn't mean it doesn't need upkeep. So I use this and my cup of coffee from LUSH to kind of exfoliate my face, give it one layer with that with that glove. Now, listen, the glove is really hard, so don't rub too hard. Rub softly around your face, and then section by section, wash it off. Now, what I use before that, when I have makeup on, I use my Neutrogena night warming wipes to wipe off my makeup, and then I use this Neutrogena fresh foaming cleanser to finish removing the excess before I do the soap and the cup of coffee. Now, since I have dry to oily skin, I found a really nice product from LUSH called Magical Moringa, which is kind of like a dry face lotion and primer. So I mix this with a light face oil, any face oil of your choosing. It can be rose oil, any face oil of your choosing. And this is for nighttime, guys, because you don't want your face to be too dry. And you know, if you ever have patchiness on your foundations, it's usually because you have dry spots left over. So using an oil mixed with this Magical Moringa, because this is kind of really dry base, unless you use it in its oily form. When it melts, it turns into like a nice oil. It's really nice on your face, and to sleep it off, wake up, your face gives your face a natural glow. And these are all pretty much natural products except for the Neutrogena on your skin, so it's not going to harm you. And if it does, just do a patch test first, just so you can test it out to see how it is. So that is my skincare foundation routine for you guys. I'll show you guys my finishing look in a moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope my tips and tricks really helped you out, and I hope that you guys can try this for yourself, especially if you have my skin type. I understand your pain. So leave a comment in the drop box below if you have any more questions. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I know you guys are just watching my videos without subscribing. Come on. Subscribe to your girl so you can keep in touch and know every time I post a video, because I'm posting more often now, not just Tuesdays and Fridays. So you want to be in the know. Stay in the know. So till next time, ciao. And it won't stop.